Today we've got our workshop on this nice sunny Melbourne autumn morning. Our workshop's going to be going for 3 hours in a studio that we're hiring, a calisthenics facility. Today's workshop is called Everyday Ninja. We call it that is because we want to show the everyday person that they can move like a ninja. Pretty much meaning they can be supple, they can be strong, they can move with ease and confidence. So with that, we're going to be going through some basic crawling work, some hanging work, and ways to get up and down off the ground. Now, it sounds kind of silly, some of these things that I'm explaining, but trust me, as you see the video, as I show you what we're going to be teaching, what we're going to go through our day, it's going to make a little bit more sense and it's going to look a lot more fun than what I'm explaining it to be. So follow us along as we get ready for a fun-filled day.
3, 5, 4, 5.
Okay, go through, hanging full straight, arms, legs up, go. Ooh, legs up to the top. Oh my goodness. Wow. And then drop.
Yeah.
One of the reasons we have decided to do this workshop, Everyday Ninja, in collaboration so we can raise money for a really cool non-for-profit charity in Melbourne called Christmas on the Streets. These guys help out the homeless in Melbourne. They've been doing it for the past 10 years. We only discovered them last year, where we decided as a family at Christmas we wanted to do something that was giving back, not just all about take, and we wanted to bring our girl Halo along for doing something that was kind and giving. And so we decided to volunteer for these guys. You meet at Fed Square in Melbourne, and we have hot food, drinks, coffee, hot chocolate, snack packs, or just anything that could be needed at the time of year. And we walk around the streets, get down on the level of anyone who is sitting on the streets and might need a hand, might need someone to chat to, might need some connection, but also might need a meal or something like that. And we just thought it's such a cool charity that we have decided to donate 100% of the profits from this workshop to Christmas on the Streets. We're coming up to Melbourne winter, which can get really cold, especially at nighttime. So I think when I was chatting to Rose from Christmas on the Streets, she said that a lot of the money raised for this workshop will be going to sleeping bags and blankets to help, because no one should be dying from cold living on the streets of Melbourne. So I just thought that was a really cool collaboration. And you know, for us, when you are strong, resilient and capable in your body, and you work on that, and you are that now, but you are also strong, resilient, independent and able in 10, 20, 30 years time, you can be a helpful human. It allows you to help other people out, whether that's they need a hand carrying some bags or boxes. You can just use your physical body. I can remember a few years ago when there were floods in New South Wales, Marty and I flew up there and we helped people empty out the rubbish from their houses. And you know, at that time we couldn't give back monetarily, but we could use our bodies to help people out, to get them through that tough situation. And it just feels really good to be able to use your physical body for good. I feel really grateful that I'm strong and able, and so I hope by sharing the things that we are going to cover in this workshop, it also impacts everyone who joined, and they can remember to keep these practices that keep us strong and as a human being, you know, being able to get up and down off the floor. It's a really simple thing, but because of modern day chairs, we tend to lose that ability, and it soon becomes a struggle if we don't practice it often. And so a lot of the patterns we teach, the floor positions we teach, it can only just take a few minutes a day to have a meal on the floor or sit on the floor, so you can practice that movement of getting up and down. And just that simple practice makes life easier. It makes it less of a struggle when that first thing, the home that you live in, your physical body, is strong and healthy. So I'm really excited for the workshop. So we thought we were north side, so we may as well get a good coffee.
That's the thing in this area. If you've never been if you've never come to Melbourne, know that they got the best coffee here, and it's always in this particular area in the northern suburbs. We have arrived at the venue. Look at this little guy. Hello. How you doing? Nice to see you again, Norm.
And up above your head, external. And it might feel different one side to the other. And my left shoulder feels a bit clunkier than my right, or restricted, I guess. You might not have that. So you might need to get a little bit more. I find if I have my feet a little bit wider and my knees bent, that's going to allow my hips to move around. So I can elbow bend. So when you get up to the top, try not to have a straight arm, bend the elbow. So it goes like figure eight in, and then, yeah, a bit more relaxed as you move through. All right. So now I go over. I try not to push away, it's just letting the leg bleed until like the rest of me follows. Then I go down, like a nice stretch. Reach across, yes. Yes, team. All right. How many have we done? I already had enough. Okay, good. Try the arms above reach, and try the hands behind reach. Let the hands stay on the ground. Good. Last round. The foot that my bottom is on, I'm gonna bring my bottom down to the ground. I'm gonna do a little roll and end up in my fisherman on the other side. So we're gonna transition with the foot goes under. We end up in our crab. You can stop if you need to reset, and we come back through. So we're going to try this transition, moving the leg. That's it, nice. You've got over transition when the leg leads. You can do both. Whoop. Try to crash it.
Spread the shoulders out. Bring down your back.
Yeah, punch down.
Go, perfect.
And now spin it.
Up, around the shoulders, down the shoulders.
And then down. That's it. See, retouch the hands. Reach, up. Yep. Yes, now. Good. Slide. Yeah. And then bring this back. Yeah, that's
So that is it, the end of our workshop, Everyday Ninja. Whew. That was a long day. 3 hours of moving. We started to notice that a lot of people, if they're not used to this kind of conditioning, they kind of go halfway, and I'm like, uh-oh. How did we go with that one, Ange?
my voice. I'm losing my voice, but it was
This
good.
one,
It was fun.
such a good facilitator. All right, fam, that is it. That is our workshop for today. Now to pack up, and that's it. Thanks again for watching, everybody.
Okay, now we eat after 3 hours of training and movement.
Post-workshop
Nothing
feed
like a souvlaki.
souvlaki.